Hi lovelies, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit. And I have an update today for hashtag beauty chest. Last month I almost didn't film the update because I said I didn't really have very much progress to actually show you guys, and unfortunately today I'm kind of sitting in the same boat. However, stay tuned because I will be rolling something else to join the products that I am currently working on a little bit later in this update. So if you're curious to see what's going to be rolled in, stick around because so am I. This is the project that all prompts can be rolled in multiple times, including the same update, so you can definitely be working on the exact same prompt more than once. So we are going to start off with the prompts that have been rolled over update to update, and the very first prompt we're chatting about is holiday release. So this was a red, green, silver, or gold color. Now this could be packaging, color of the product, the shade, the in the name, or anything along those lines. So I decided I was going with the gold flake topper from Holo Taco. Now, my goal for this was 10 manicures. Last month I was sitting at 2, and this month I'm sitting at 3. Last month I said that I wanted to use this at least 2 more times before this update, but if you know me and how I like to use my nail polishes, if you don't and you're new, thank you for joining, but I don't like to force myself to use polish. I don't do polish-based projects because I feel like I'm forcing myself, whereas Panicure I always thought was a great idea because you can use your polishes how you want and then just come back, sit and chat about your favorite and your least favorite of that month. I haven't really been updating that project very much. I kind of have been taking photos to the wayside. So I do want to get back into that and give you guys some more updates and what I've been using and nail looks throughout the month. So I do want to get back into that, and I'm really hoping that I can pull this shade in, this topper in, and get a few more uses on it. Now, unfortunately, it may be in here until the end of the year because I don't want to force myself, but if that's the case, then it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I do really enjoy it, but I want to try and work this into any type of nail look that I am going to be wearing for at least the next little while. So hopefully it'll be out before the finale in September, but we'll see what it ends up being within the next couple of months or so. So this, of course, will be sticking around. The next prompt that we're going to talk about is new brand. So this is the newest brand that you've tried, and for me that was Gloss Gods, and I pulled in the Vintage Glam palette. This is the only palette that I have for them. This was previously in this project under the prompt new collection, which was your never or your least used product, and since this was brand new at the time, I pulled this in for that. Then I decided I was going to pull it into this prompt, and I wanted to hit pan on Oh the Stories. That is this shade right here. As you can see, I still do not have pan, and I still do not have any usage on top of at least the single use that I had for my goal in the new collection prompt. Last month, I said that I didn't reach for this palette for a few reasons. One, I forgot that it was even in this project, but two, I was really trying to consider and figure out what I wanted to do with my panning solitaire project, and this was a contender for that project. But I kind of decided that it didn't have enough variety for what I was really looking for at the time, so I decided to keep it in this project. I didn't want to pull it into panning solitaire with a pan because the point of that project for me is to work through every single shade and hit pan on it, but you need a certain amount of shades in the pan to be able to do that, and the amount of shades in here, a 12 pan, is absolutely perfect for that project. But if I had a pan in here already, it wouldn't really work. So I decided to exit out of the options for that project and keep it in here. But of course, I have not been wearing eye makeup, so unfortunately, this has not been getting any use whatsoever. But that's okay because spring is coming up. Hopefully, I can start wearing eye makeup really, really soon. And I will be dipping into this ever so slightly in the beginning. I've got a few things I want to work on, but we will make my way through and we will have pan in this. Again, finale is in September, so we're going to see. I'm not going to force myself with these products, but I do want to try and get some real good use once I'm able to start wearing some makeup again. Then last month I rolled in another eyeshadow. This was for the prompt Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So this was your most affordable. And I explained that technically the product itself is not the most affordable, but I purchased it at Winners. So that makes it quite affordable in my collection. And this is the Kaja Bento Box in Peach Madeline. Now, because there's only 3 shades, I wanted to use this just every shade 3 times. Of course, I have not done that, but I had said that, it's very easy to use, very light shades, something that could be a very, very quick, easy look, just a technically not one and done, but you know what I mean. Just like super simple, super easy, and get 3 looks knocked out of this rather quickly. I don't want to make myself use this right away, but on those days that I really don't feel like wearing a whole lot of makeup, or I'm not sure what I want to wear, I think that this would be a very good option because it is so simple to use. So I will be keeping all 3 of those in for the next little while, but I do have my phone here and I am going to randomize a new prompt to come in. I am curious to see what that's going to be. I do believe there's 33 prompts here. I don't have my notebook, but I do have everything up on the description box. I just don't have them numbered. So I'm going to randomize 1 through 33, find out what the new prompt is going to be, and then go find a product. So we have prompt number 5. So that should be easy to figure out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is declutter time, which is so funny because Anouk Dominique Rose got this in hers. If you haven't seen, sorry for the spoiler. And I was like, oh, nobody's gotten that yet. And I was super excited about it and I was happy for her in it. And now I got it. So I get to lose 2 products. And I only have 3. Okay. I wonder, what should I do? Okay. I think I'm going to roll. I'm going to hold on to this for a second, but I'm going to roll so that I do bring something in. I was not expecting this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. I'm going to roll so that I am potentially still bringing something else in, and then I will make a decision on what I'm going to roll out. Okay. Oh, there's an ad. Okay, let's do this again. And then we have number 19. So that's 5, 6, 6, shoot. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so number 19 is affiliate code. So this is inspired by another YouTuber, or another beauty YouTuber is the prompt. So it is like Panner's Pan inspired. So essentially you find a product in your collection that reminds you of another beauty YouTuber, whether it's something they like, they don't like, they use all the time, however you tie that to it. So let me go and see what I'm going to pull in for this. This might take me a little bit though, and I will come back and then I'm going to decide on which 2 products I'm going to X out of this project. I will be back. Well, I'm back and I made a little bit of a mess along the way. So, okay, oh no, my nail got stuck. Oh, my polish is peeling. I gotta redo my nail polish. Quick little story. My nail polish down here, as you can tell, is like chipped. I was at work yesterday and the stapler kind of knocked my nail a little bit. Everything's fine, I'm good, but it peeled off, and now I'm thinking that there's a little piece here that's starting to peel, so I'm thinking it kind of is working its way, or it's made its way through a little bit more. My nail is fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but once I go buy new cotton pads to take off my nail polish, I'm going to redo them today, and we'll actually see what my nail's looking like, but I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so for the prompt affiliate codes, this is another beauty YouTuber, so I decided to pull in, you have seen this packaging before, These are my bitterlace beauty highlighters. I love these so much. They are some of my absolute favorite highlighters in my collection. And as you can see by this one, I have used it so much. There's definitely a lot of fallout all over the place. I went to go pick this one up to see what the shade name is, and it slipped out of my hand, fell on the bathroom floor, luckily face up, and there's just a very few like pieces right about here that kind of fell out. So the shade isn't broken, everything's okay, we're good, thank goodness. I was so devastated for a second until I realized that it was actually okay. Um, what I'm going to do is actually pull in both of these, but my ultimate goal is going to be to completely finish off this shade. Whether I can do that before the finale, I cannot tell you, but I love this shade so much, and this is obviously my go-to out of the two of these. I do want to pull this one in to make some more progress on it, but I have also been thinking kind of lately about finishing off this shade just because I love it so much. It's getting so much use on it, but I would still be okay with it leaving the collection. And I think it's kind of getting to that time where maybe I should focus on it a little bit more. And then I can start to give this one the love that it deserves. So at first, my goal was just going to be to completely finish this one off. But I decided because I'm rolling out 2 products, I'm going to pull in both of these, just show this one some love. So I'm not going to throw a usage goal on it. I'm not going to really set anything. I do want to expand the pan. So I don't know, maybe if I can see like the full second ring, like not that that's going to take much because it's just a little bit of usage here, but as long as I can get something and use it in conjunction or around the same time as this one, I'm going to have this in here until this is completed. So the amount of progress that I make on this during that time, that's all that I care about, but I want to try and see if I can finish this off. That is going to be quite a goal, but I am excited about it. Like I said, I absolutely love it. I do want to get a few more. I have for a while. I just haven't actually purchased them. And then some of the ones that I want, they're either sold out or they're no longer for sale. And it's kind of disappointing. So I'm like, I just should use the ones that I have right now, use them up, and then make a decision on whether or not I'm going to repurchase any from this brand. But just in the sense of what they have in stock. So I'm going to pull both of those highlighters in. Now, what do I roll out? Only having 3 products is making this difficult, but I think ultimately, because of the struggle that I have been having, as much as I really don't want to, I'm also thinking that it's probably best to roll out the Gold Flake Taco. I will still try and focus on this a little bit as I try to do my nails and see what I can use up and all this other kind of stuff. And if I'm getting back into trying to keep track of my nails and update Panicure, then maybe you guys will actually see this a little bit more. But I, again, don't like to force myself to use my nail polish. So I think I'm going to let this one out, let this one go. And then I really only have 2 more options to choose from, which is either going to be my vintage glam palette, which I have not used in this project yet and has been rolled over for a little bit, or the product that was rolled in last month, which is going to be very easy to use. And I can only, it's only 3 uses. There's only 3 shades. Yes, I want to hit pan in here, but I'm thinking at the same time, I can always pull this into another project for the same goal, or pull this back into this project later. It's been in this project already once before. So maybe for that reason, the fact that it's been in here once before, and I can easily pull this into another project at some point later on for the same goal, or depending on the project, I think I'm going to roll out my vintage glam palette. My goodness, I was not expecting that prompt whatsoever. And I remember last year kind of wanting it a couple of times and being like, it would be so much fun and just something different to kind of spice up the project a little bit. That's why I included this prompt in here in the first place. This is the only prompt that has like a lose products. I think there might be like a start over where you wipe everything out and you start over from scratch. I really loved the idea of throwing those kind of prompts into here just because it gives it something a little bit different, and it's kind of like a take you by surprise kind of thing. It just keeps it fun and interesting, I think. So I really enjoy it, and I'm kind of happy that, maybe with the, not at the right time, but I'm happy that I got this prompt just to kind of like, you know, switch things up a little bit, make it a little bit more fun, more interesting, more exciting. So I really only have the two products that I'm going to be working on, which is my Kaja bento box and then my two bitterlace beauty highlighters. But of course, my real goal is just to focus in on this one right here, which I think is called White Diamond. I did go check the name, you know, kind of forgot about it while I was trying to clean up the little mess and just finish this one off. So this is all that I've got for now. So next month, let's see where I'm sitting at. That highlighter is going to have a lot of use. I'm going to try and take a photo of what it looks like now. So then that way I have a starting point to show you guys, and then I can really see the progress that's been made on it, and so can you. So stay tuned if you're curious to see how long it's going to take me to finish off that highlighter. I absolutely adore it, and let's see what gets rolled in next month, because I have a feeling I'm going to be rolling something in just to be able to get back to my 3 prompts, and there's a good chance that this may be ruled out because I will hit my 3 use goal on this, but we'll have to see. Stay tuned if you're curious and if you're interested, and that is it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.